Yeah, the pace of our offense I thought was very inspiring to watch. It was great to see that, what we practice to have a great carryover, and then also to continue to see the growth and what's happening game by game. The guys really got out and really was dialed in to what makes us special.
And then if I could follow up, Coach, just how good was it to see Hunter from the top of the key, and how much does that open the floor when he's hitting those threes like that?
Well, Hunter made some really good shots, and he's been working on it. He worked on it in the off season. And speaking of off season, I'm talking about the summertime. He's also worked on it, with me during the season. And the key, like I always told Hunter, is just to stay in it. No need to fade back, no need to walk back when you shoot it. And he's been working on just dialing into that muscle memory. And he got open looks, and he took what the defense gave him. And it's nothing like when the ball goes in the basket. It's a great feeling, not only within the player, but also it breathes life within the team, and it brings life into the building. And the building I'm speaking of is Chrysler.
Next up, Coach, is James Hawkins from the Detroit News.
Hey, Juwan, you mentioned you guys playing with pace. I know last week when we spoke with Coach Martell, he talked about how the offense hasn't been playing with the type of pace that you guys would like. So I guess just how much has been playing with better pace been a talking point or focal point with you guys in practice?
Well, we've been working on it in practices back in some of our summer workouts in July, and then when we started our official practices September 29th, and it takes time to develop a lot of our read and react type of situations that we look for within the pace of our transition, as well as in just overall in our offense half court sets. And so I don't expect for our guys to pick it up right away, especially when you talk about guys that come from different systems, and whether it's from a different program on a collegiate level or from a high school level. It takes time to develop it. And with that, we all want instant results right away. But as we continue to keep building it and growing, I've always said that we will always get better and better game by game and day by day in practice.
Right. And you mentioned that Saturday's one was maybe a step in the right direction of playing with that. Is that the type of pace you guys want to play with, like you guys did on Saturday?
We're going to continue to keep thriving on what we feel that helps best give us the best chance to win.
Next question is from Brendan Quinn from The Athletic.
Hey, Juwan. You mentioned on Saturday that Caleb, a lot is being asked of Caleb in his role. And I wonder if you could kind of expand on that to him specifically, of just things that maybe have taken him, I don't know, a little bit out of his comfort zone or anything, like things that you're kind of asking him to do that's kind of going along in this first month of playing college basketball.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot that's been asked of, all the guys, and, particularly like you just asked, you're asking about Caleb, and his role is, not just, some consider him, a shooter. That's not exactly what makes a complete player. And that's what we developing, Caleb to be the best version of himself, but then also at the same time to develop, the all-around game as far as playing elite level basketball on the offensive end. And offensive end, entails, at times you're going to be used in ball screens. At times you're going to be used in dribble handoffs, catch and shoot. There are sets going to be run from him, catch and shoot. There are times in transition where he has to be able to read the defense on when to make a play for himself or for one of his teammates. And then on a defensive end, and I know a lot of this is not stressed on the high school level, and then no offense to AAU basketball, but I know it's not stressed in AAU basketball because I've been a part of it. I've had kids that have played on that level. Defense is some of the defensive habits that translate into developing winning for the team, and those habits are guarding. And at times he's going to be asked to guard possibly 1 through 5, and there are times when he's going to be asked to be able to get over on a ball screen or get under, and be able to get into a guy's chest and push him to a certain direction when the ball screen is coming, and being a help defense and boxing out, and then last but not least, pursuing those rebounds. And those rebounds I'm talking about is the physicality ones that are in traffic, and that develops a certain type of mindset and a certain type of level of physicality and toughness that not just Caleb, but a young guy who's coming out of high school got to embrace if he wants to stay out there on the floor to help his team win.